Like, so I'm not wasting my time with that. God science.
Peace, brother
Peace,
Ken. What's
peace,
good?
brother.
You can hear
Man.
me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
All right. So basically, I just wanted to ask you a quick. You said majority or everything that you say on this platform you can show and prove, correct?
The majority of it, yes. And any part I can't show and prove, I'm going to clearly tell you this is an article of belief. This is what the Muslims believe because I wasn't there and I can't prove it.
Okay. And basically, what I was going to talk about, I have a lot of Nation of Islam, friends, and like I said, before I was on your platform, I talked about this split where you have a certain few that still follow the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, even though he so-called passed on, or like Farrakhan teaches that he's on the mothership.
Mm-hmm.
They don't believe that. They believe that, and it's a bit of a contradiction, honestly, because I have seen videos and read books where Elijah Muhammad has talked about he is the messenger of God, and after him, there's no one else.
So if you saw that, I put that up on my page a couple of days ago. The very same black and white video that he said that in, which was Buzz Anderson interview. He also said his teacher, Master Fard Muhammad, gave him about 2/3 of the Holy Quran to study. This is the same interview.
Mm-hmm.
He gave him about 2/3 of the Quran to study. And he said, he didn't say I had to study the other third because it probably wouldn't amount to anything regarding him because it'll probably be in some other man's time and not in our time. And we shouldn't be worried about what that other fellow has to do. Let him worry over it when he get here. So that's clearly saying that the context of what it's like, if a person takes one clip out of this and then one clip out of that, then it sounds like it's saying two different things. But if the context of what he's saying, he's clearly saying that somebody is coming after him, but it's God. He actually said God himself, right? It's God. He's saying God is coming after me. But if you know the definition of, Allah or God in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, God in the person of Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and God in the person of this third man, right? And that's the man that's supposed to put one foot on land and one foot on water and raise his hand and cut a shortage in gravity and set the atmosphere on fire.
Exactly. Then there's a lot of these clips of Honorable Elijah Muhammad sitting down with this white guy. Another clip that I saw, he asked Elijah Muhammad about his successor. Now I wish I had that. I'm probably going to do some research to pull it up. And he said that he doesn't do that.
Yeah, it's not a successor. So Moses and Aaron was not his successor. They both were still alive, right?
I'm talking about Farrakhan.
Farrakhan is Elijah. That is the extension of Elijah. Just like Aaron is Moses. They're sent together. The last messenger, if you read the Quran or the Bible, they're together. They're not two separate messengers. They're together. One starts the work, one finishes the work of the same message.
Okay. But he doesn't he doesn't say that in his books.
Who doesn't say that?
Elijah Muhammad.
Because he hadn't chose Farrakhan yet.
Farrakhan, as far as I know, and you correct me if I'm wrong because you're in the Nation of Islam, you might know more. After Elijah Muhammad, now there was a so-called plot. My whole point is to prove it's like we can't prove that Elijah Muhammad is on the mothership. I mean, I would like him to be, but
do
we
you
can't
believe
prove
in any God or any scriptures?
Huh?
I said, do you believe in any God or any scriptures?
Yeah, my background came through the Nation of Gods and Earths. And
what information did the Gods and Earth's lessons come from?
It comes from the Supreme Wisdom.
And that comes from who?
That comes from Master Fard Muhammad and Elijah Muhammad answering the questions.
Right. So the lessons say that this is fulfilling all of the prophets and all of the, scriptures, right? That you'll be able to prove in no limited time, to the new converts that this fulfills this and this fulfills scriptures, right? So it's not just independent of Bible scriptures, right? This is all verification of proof that is fulfilling the scriptures of the Bible, right? That's what the lessons say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you study the Bible, the scriptures that the lessons is referring to?
The Bible.
Yes or no answer. That's a yes or no answer. It's called the poison book. Do you study the poison book?
The poison book, no.
The Bible. Then you're not following the lessons.
I study other things that
but you're not following the lessons. It's cool to study anything, but if you're not studying what he said that this is a verification of, you're not studying the lessons. You're not following the lessons.
Yeah, but I did study those things at a time in my life. I just evolved.
You just said you didn't.
I'm telling you, I've read Theology of Time.
I said the Bible.
The Bible, it can be taken any type of way.
Well, you going somewhere else. The lesson says the poison book. Look in your poison book. Work cheerfully and fear not. If you're not looking in your poison book, you are not following the lessons.
But what does the poison book have to do with okay, put it like this, right?
All right, you got
I'm not taking
2 minutes, brother.
All right, I ain't taking anything from Farrakhan, all right?
You can't.
But I'm saying he can be a minister. He could be a minister, just like, you ever heard of Brother Eric Muhammad, just by any chance?
You kind of going all over the place, brother. I need you to just land this plane.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is he can be a minister, just like there's other ministers. You have Minister Nuri Muhammad. You have Minister Eric Muhammad. You have other ministers. Farrakhan is looked as a Messiah. And what I'm trying to say is that I haven't seen, and I have seen where Elijah Muhammad has said he doesn't do that. Only God does.
He doesn't do what?
He doesn't create messiahs. Only God does. And their God is Master Farid Muhammad.
Who made Elijah Muhammad?
Master Farid Muhammad.
So who made Farrakhan?
Elijah Muhammad.
So what did Master Farid Muhammad make Elijah Muhammad into?
His messenger.
That's all?
Well, he was his messenger. He taught.
He just stayed his messenger. He didn't grow into nothing else.
He grew into, well, if you want to say the Messiah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I.
So, since you don't read the Bible, what does it say Moses grew into once he did his work among the people, and then he went to be with God, and God made him into what?
I don't know.
Exactly. But peace, my brother. Much love. I got to get off of here. I'm gonna tell you the answer. Just keep watching. So, if y'all know anything about the Bible, the Bible says, and God made Moses a god unto Pharaoh and made Aaron his prophet. So while Moses was among the people, he was the prophet. But then he graduated and went to be with God and left Aaron, his brother, to complete his work. And then he said God made Moses a god to Pharaoh, and now Aaron is his prophet. So they all graduate. We all graduate. Just because, ye are gods. You're all God's children of the Most High God. You're supposed to stay a child. What is the purpose of a child? Why would God call us children if we ain't meant to grow up? So we're not using common natural sense. But we're going to look for every excuse to not submit to the discipline, to not submit to the chain of command, to the military line organization. So those of us that want to do our own thing, we're going to come with every excuse for why we're not going to be with this discipline, chain of command, military organization.